Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Saturday. Glad to have you guys back in here once again on the channel. And we have the Final Four. Winner of this game will advance in the national championship game on Monday night. We got the 2 seed, the UConn Huskies, taking on the number 3 seed, the Illinois Fighting Illini. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What a miracle it was for UConn to get here to the Final Four, their third straight Final Four in 4 seasons for the Huskies. Came from 19 down against Duke last Sunday and upset the top seed in the bracket, the Duke Blue Devils, on a steal at midcourt. Braylon Mullins, the hero, able to get the steal off to Alex Caravan, back to Mullins, heaving up a 35-footer that he splashed with .3 left to go on the clock for the UConn victory. 73-72 over Duke. Illinois come from behind, win for them as well. They were trailing early on against the 9 seed Iowa in the Elite Eight, came back and won that matchup 71-59. Keenan Wagler coming off a big game for the freshman, led all scorers with 25 points. And then UConn, it was Taris Reed who led the way, kept the Huskies hanging in the game as he led the way with 26 points, but Braylon Mullins, the hero, drilling that game-winning shot with 0.3 of a second left on the game clock. What's good? Bryce in the street. Welcome back in, bud. Glad to have you back in, man, once again on the channel. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win this one tonight? Type it in, Illinois or UConn. Winner of this game will face the winner of Michigan or Arizona in the national championship game on Monday. And we have two close battles as predicted by the spread going into this game. A 1.5 point line on the spread in favor of Illinois coming into this matchup. Michigan is a 1.5 point favorite later tonight against Arizona. Michigan been destroying the competition for them recently. Hey, what's good, Joe? Welcome back in. He is looking for his Fighting Illini to get this one in the W column for him to play another game and advance to the national championship. Head coach Brad Underwood, deepest run that he's ever been in the national championship as head coach, or into the Final Four as head coach for Brad Underwood. One victory away from appearing in his first ever national championship. Illinois has been to the national championship game just once, and that was in 2005. They were runner-up to North Carolina, so they are looking for their second ever NCAA tournament appearance in the national championship game. Whereas UConn, if they do win this game tonight, they'd advance to the national championship game for the third year out of the previous four, winning it all in 2023 and 2024 under head coach Dan Hurley. Just this UConn team with championship DNA. Alex Caravan going into this game tonight playing. He's got 17 NCAA tournament wins now. That's top 3 all time out of all guys, and he's going to be playing career game number 149 tonight at UConn and winning 2 national championships himself. You're going to have to rely upon that championship identity experience. And head coach Dan Hurley said about having a guy like Caravan in the locker room. He's basically like an assistant coach to those guys. It's like having another assistant, but actually being able to play the game. That's just how much that his level for high IQ of basketball is. And everything for him, able to guide his teammates, and just that key assist, leading to Braylon Mullins, that was huge. He could have shot it himself, but instead just calm, cool, collected, knew that Mullins was the open man, stepping into an open 3 and put it up from 35 feet away and splashed it. Illinois, going into this game tonight, they do have a lot more size than UConn. Couple 7-footers on the roster with the Avicic brothers out of Croatia for Illinois, so they got quite a bit of size. They are got just a loaded roster in terms of just size. Their offense is explosive. They're number 1 in the nation in offensive efficiency per KenPom for the Fighting Illini. This UConn team got out to a red-hot start. Started to slip late in the season, but when the tournament comes in, Dan Hurley just coaches his guys right for the tournament. And doing that once again, where the only tournament loss that they've had going back to their championship run in 2023, so within the last 3 years, only tournament loss that they had was against Florida in the second round last year, which ended up being national champions. So that is it for this Huskies team. 6 national championships. Good national championship identity written all over this team out of Storrs, Connecticut. 1999, 2004, 2011, 2014, 2023, and 2024, with the previous 2 being under head coach Dan Hurley. Well, that's good. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Bryce got Illinois taking on Michigan in the championship. And make sure to vote in that poll as well. Who you guys like to win this one, Illinois or UConn? Right now, Fighting Illini 60-40 in the poll. Both spreads incredibly close, 1.5-point lines on both of the spreads. These 2 teams actually played each other once, and that was all the way back on November 28th at Madison Square Garden, neutral courts. UConn won that game 74-61. Both of the teams shot low percentage from the floor, but I would not look into the box scores in that game because Illinois, some of their key players didn't receive many minutes in that game. UConn was +5 in the glass. I think that's going to be a big key in this matchup tonight. Illinois, they do have the upper hand. They're a strong rebounding team for them. They smashed Iowa on the glass 38-21. And Illinois won that game and shot 3 for 17 from the three-point stripe. So looking down at this game tonight, I think the difference makers in this game is going to be 3-point shooting. Who can make their threes? Illinois was cold in the last game. I didn't expect them to be as cold as they were last game into this one. Just 3 for 17 and ended up winning by 12 over Iowa. Whereas UConn struggled too. They went 5 for 23, 22%. Nevertheless, the 3-point shot that they needed the most was the one that they got in the game winner by Braylon Mullins. Like, this is going to come down to, in my opinion, 3-point shooting and then also rebounding, where Duke was -6 in the, or UConn was -6 in the glass against Duke, hung in, won the game because they forced 13 turnovers by Duke, and took that in the points off turnovers 20-7. And that's going to be a tough thing to do going up against Illinois, though. Illinois, top 10 in the country in fewest turnovers per game. UConn's coming off just a 5-turnover game of the win against Duke. Illinois turned it over just 8 times. So Duke won that game because their pressure defense flustered Duke and came on back in the second half down by 19, came back to win. Tonight they're going to have to hang in this entire game because it's going to be tough once they're down against Illinois in order to beat this Illinois team. This Illinois team has played some really great basketball this season, especially in the tournament. They beat Houston by 10 in Houston, which was like basically a home game for Houston for them. So they won against Houston by 10 in the Sweet 16, coming off the 12-point win against Iowa, and then they had an easy first 2 games in the tournament. They beat Penn 105-70, beat VCU 76-55, but able to take advantage of their matchups. They won every single game by double digits in the tournament for Illinois. And UConn, really slow start for them in the tournament, and then all of a sudden got their gears working in half number 2 against UCLA. That was a rough start against Furman. They won against Furman 82-71, beat UCLA 73-57. That score was much closer than the 16-point victory indicated. Michigan State, they won that game 67-63, and then beat Duke by 73-72. Tyrus Reed having one heck of a tournament, been the leading scorer for 3 out of the 4 games. He dropped down this monster double-double, 31 points, 27 rebounds in the opening round against Furman, 20 points against Michigan State, coming off a 26.9 rebound game against Duke that kept his team hanging in and right in it throughout the entirety of the game. Even when they were down by 19, if they didn't have that production out of Tyrus Reed, they would have been down by 30+. Master Slip, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Big Al on the channel, welcome in. Yeah, I do like the matchup for Illinois. I'm just gonna go with UConn in this game, though. So I'm going to go with UConn and lean them that way because of the experience with the guys who's been there before to this Final Four and the head coach that has proven that he's been able to lead his team to national championship games. So wouldn't shock me if Illinois does win this game. They do have the size. They should be able to win on the glass in this matchup. But I like the experience when Dan Hurley, this UConn Husky squad, and overcoming adversity in the battle and the fight and the grit that they were able to come back and beat UConn, trailing by 19 points. So we'll see what happens tonight in this game. I think it's going to come down to 3-point shooting. Both of these teams stone cold in the last matchup from 3. And then also it's going to come down to rebounding, which Illinois has got the size advantage for them. They don't foul. They don't turn over the basketball. Those are keys in the winning formula for Illinois. If they come out, if they're drilling their threes, then they get a really good chance to win this one. Best of luck there. So, wow, Big Al's going for Arizona money line and then Michigan plus 1.5. Wow. So looking for Arizona to win that game by 1. Wow, best of luck there for Big Al tonight. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Got a tip off in a couple minutes from now. I'm going to go Arizona in that game. Yeah, really close. I think both of these games going to come down to the final possession. I like the backcourt for Arizona in that one. I think Michigan's got like the slight advantage in the front court for them. But I took Arizona as my national champion, and I was going back and forth between them and Michigan in the Final Four. And the reason why I took Arizona is that Arizona, they commit on average 1 fewer turnover than Michigan per game. Michigan averages around 12 turnovers per game. And then the other thing was that going into the tournament, LJ Kaysen, the top 3-point shooter, was not available for the tournament. All right, here we go. About to tip off here in just a moment. Man, my computer's struggling right now with my fan. If you guys hear something in the background, it's actually my fan from my computer. Yeah, I might have to like restart or something at halftime. So my apologies there if you guys hear something. Damn, and it happens right at the opening tip too. I have to put something. I have to put something over the cover, or something like that. Here we go as we are underway for the opening tip. Right to left on the floor. UConn off the opening possession. White jerseys, dark blue numbers, dark blue letters for the Huskies off the opening possession. They slide it off to the wing. Catch and fire. 3. No good off the mark. Missed by UConn as it goes to Illinois. Orange jerseys for the Fighting Illini with the dark blue numbers, dark blue letters for tonight's matchup for Illinois. They have their first possession tonight in this game. Number 0, David Mirkovic on the floor alongside Keaton Wagler. Number 13 with Tomislav Avicic. 15 with Jake Davis getting the start as well. Missed 3 straight away by Illinois. Out of the pack goes Solo Ball with possession. Ball at the top. Launches the 3. No good off the mark by UConn. Long rebound secured by Illinois off their second possession of the night. Illinois going to slow down tempo. First minute of action. Wagler lobs it off to Avicic around the perimeter. Into the hands to Kylan Boswell, former Arizona Wildcat. They might face each other in a national championship if both win tonight. Missed 3, came up short. Off the rim by Jake Davis, and the rebound controlled by Silas Demery for UConn. Demery, Caravan, Solo Ball, Tyrus Reed, Braylon Mullins, the starting 5, as Reed held up down low, fouled, and the clock will stop with 18:36. Just getting started tonight. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams here on the channel. Inbound for UConn with possession. Silas Demery at the top of the key. Slides it off towards his left. Mullins launches the 3. He's got it. Braylon Mullins right down to shoot. Buries the triple. First basket going to the Huskies with Braylon Mullins, the hero, with a win over Duke on Sunday. Illinois with a possession. They flick it off to Mirkovic. Mirkovic backs his way on Caravan off the double team. Mirkovic slides it on top into the hands to Wagler. Wagler dribbles up, spin cycle inside the key, puts up the shot, no good off the back rim, smashed off the glass. Offensive rebound controlled by Keaton Wagler of Illinois. Illinois still with the basketball. Trolling up inside the key off the Euro step. Boswell floats it up, bumped into and fouled. And 2 shots here coming up by Illinois at the free throw line with Kylan Boswell. First free throw. That goes down at the line. Second shot is good as well by Boswell. 3-2 now in the first 2+ minutes of action. UConn with possession. Braylon Mullins going to bring it up the floor. Has the lone 3 points so far for the Huskies. Slides it off top of the key into the hands to Caravan. Outside off to Demery. Demery moves it down to the low block into the hands to Tyrus Reed, showing patience off the pivot. Puts up the shot. Gutted to go. Up and in off the glass. It is through for 2 by Tyrus Reed Jr. 3-point lead now for UConn. Reed's heating up in the tournament, averaging 22 points per game on 60% shooting. Illinois moving it around the perimeter. Wagler straightaway 3. Skipped around the rim and out. Tipped up in the air. Reed controls the defensive rebound. UConn with possession. Huskies at the wing. Silas Demery towards his right off the dribble. He made 1 3 so far. Illinois 0 for 3 from the perimeter. Coming off the screen. Mullins fires again. And he drills another triple. Braylon Mullins, the hero on Sunday. Perfect 2 for 2 from the perimeter, lighting it up to begin this game. 8-2 UConn. Illinois with the basketball. Keaton Wagler dribbles up, drives inside the key. Tough shot off the glass. Gutted a drop in the and one. Coming up at the line by Wagler. Free throw coming up here for Illinois. We're just getting it started tonight. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, he used to play for Michigan. Free throw here by Wagler. What a season. Under recruited. Not inside the top 100s as a first year. 3-point play completes by Keaton Wagler. First time on the floor for Ben Humricus tonight for Illinois. The senior from Tipton, Indiana. UConn with possession. 3-point lead for the Huskies. Silas Demery at the top of the key, away from the basketball. Illinois picks up the personal. UConn comes out firing and drilling right from the start with Braylon Mullins. Inbounds goes to Demery. Silas Demery at the top of the key, sends it off to Mullins, gets past one defender, surges right to the hoop, blocked at the summit though by Illinois. Out of the play with Mullins as Illinois has a 5-on-4. They take it up the floor, they put it off the glass and in. David Mirkovic up and through, it's good for two. Major block leading to the two. Out of transition for the Fighting Illini. Mirkovic coming off a 9.12 rebound game in a win over Iowa in the Elite Eight. UConn with possession. They'll try again. Coming off the screen. Carabin. No good on the three. Around the rim and out. Offensive rebound saved by Tyrus Reed. Solo ball. Into the hands of Carabin. Back of the ball. Ball. Lobs it cross court. Finds Carabin. Open man in the corner. Demery takes the jumper. No good off the mark. Huge rebound. Tyrus Reed goes up. Finishes. And an and one coming up on the free throw line by Tyrus Reed. Perfect position for the putback. Just an absolute animal on the glass as he will take us to the first time out of the night. Braylon Mullins blocked at the summit by number 0, David Mirkovic. Tyrus Reed able to clean it up on the next possession up the floor for UConn. 10-7 Huskies down to 15-39 remaining in the first half of action. We have the first time out in the night. All right, we are on a media break. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What's good, Jeffrey? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Yeah, if you hear any buzzing in the background during the stream, it's my computer. So right now it's good. Like right at the opening tip, it buzzed a couple of times, got me worried, but it's good right now, and hopefully, knock on the wood, hopefully it'll be good for the remaining part of this game. Yeah, I've been having some major issues with my computer on startup, with it like buzzing for the first like minute or two. So after this whole tournament wraps up, I'm gonna see if I can go out, invest in a new computer, switch my live stream stuff over to another computer. Because when I have been doing the NBA games, the whole scoreboard glitches and then the CPU skyrockets from like 5% CPU randomly to like 50. And then I've got a couple like crash things that's happened on the OBS the last couple weeks too, or so. So yeah, it's kind of worrisome because I am covering 2 straight streams in a row, back-to-back streams tonight. So hopefully everything pans out well tonight. What's good, Naja player? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Braylon Mullins picking off where he left off. The hero against Duke on a game-winning 3. Tonight he's got 6 points, perfect, 2 for 2 from the perimeter. Tyrus Reed, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Going to have a free throw coming up at the line. Illinois with 3 by Wagler, 2 each Mirkovic and Boswell. Yeah, I even took off the top on Wednesday and dusted the whole thing out. It's an encouraging sign right now. UConn's +1 in the glass, 5-4. As Illinois, they have the size advantage coming into this game. That was a huge block that Illinois got. Mirkovic denied Mullins on what would have been a slam dunk. Air compressor we used. Tarris Reed going to have a free throw here at the line. And the free throw is good. Thanks for the update. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can, order one or so. Four-point game. Illinois backs their way inside the key. They put up the shot. No good off the mark. Tipped off the glass. Rebound secured by Reed for UConn. Tough defensive possession right there for the Huskies, submerging in the paint. Illinois shooting just 2 for 7 right now from the floor. UConn's had some open looks here in the first couple minutes. Demery slides it off to solo ball on the outside. Jaden Ross, first time on the floor for him tonight. Bounce pass off to Reed. Kicked ball violation. Charge to Savonimir Visic for Illinois. Wow, best of luck there for Hungry Bicky in the stream. Or Hungry Blackie in the channel. Taking UConn big for this one. UConn underneath as they get the inbound. Demery off the Caravan, back out to Demery. 12 in the shot clock. Finds solo ball. Outside Demery. Working on a double team at the right wing. Bounce pass off to Reed. Reed inside the key off the jump stop. Puts off the glass. No good. Tip in. Able to clean it up and in by solo ball. 13-7 for UConn. And UConn just so scrappy on the glass to begin this first half. Illinois with possession. Spin cycle driving inside the lane. The floater's good up and through for Illinois. That is number 2, Andrei Stojakovic, who scored a floater. Approaching the 14-minute mark left to go, opening half. UConn slows down tempo. Solo ball. Into the hands to Demery at the elbow. Corner 3. Jaden Ross rattles in the triple. Wow, that's a big shot right there. Jaden Ross coming off the bench. 3 bench points for the first guy that checked in the game for UConn coming off the bench tonight. David Mirkovic around the perimeter at the top. Sends it off to Wagler. Wagler drives inside the paint. Kick out quarter. Savonimir Visic on the 3. Missed off the mark. No good. Tipped around. And UConn scrapping the glass. Picking up the defensive rebounds. I took Arizona to win it all as my champion. Yeah, so that's the only team I have remaining is Arizona still. So I have them as my champion. Caravan, shovel pass down low. Watch out for him. Throwing it down with a 2-handed flush. Tarris Reed Jr. with authority off the rack attack. Timeout on the floor taken by Illinois. 13:20 left to go in the opening half of action. And UConn setting the tone. Gritty physicality. And they are crashing the glass and erupting and attacking the rack. Tarris Reed, major slam dunk, balancing out the point totals. 7 by Reed, plus 4 rebounds, 6 by Mullins, 3 by Ross off the bench, Demery with 2. And also 3 assists by Demery. Caravan with an assist as we head over to the timeout. Wow, UConn playing out of their minds right now. 7 for 13 shooting. 3 for 7 from the floor. 8-4 on the glass for UConn. This is not a good sign for Illinois that they are being doubled on the rebound margin compared to UConn. UConn just looks like they're hungrier. They want it more. 3 for 9 shooting by Illinois, and yet to get the 3 working for them. They're 0 for 4 from the perimeter. Just both sides of the floor looking sensational for UConn. Like, they've had open looks, able to knock down those shots, and even though they're the undersized team in this matchup, they're just playing with a lot more force, a lot more physicality, a lot more grit, and scrapping for everything. Mark, welcome in. Let's go on UConn for this one. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this game, Illinois or UConn. Yeah, Illinois was in this spot before against Iowa. Slow start against Iowa, came back and won. So yeah, this has been a concern for Illinois. They've been slow starters before. They were in a low-scoring game against Houston in the first half. Came back and beat Houston by 10. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. Hoping to cover Arizona, Michigan later tonight too. Yeah, I heard about that. There was no Roger Clements yesterday. No turnovers so far. Not really any sort of jitters out there. UConn just wants it more right now. Like, they've been here before. Head coach has taken them to 2 back-to-back national championship victories, 23-24. And these guys are just hungry. They want to get back to the national title game for the 3rd year out of 4 times. Last 3 of the 4 years. Right now in the Final Four, their 3rd year out of the previous 4. And the only loss in the tournament, going back to their first national championship run, only loss winning that span was against Florida, who won the championship last year. That was in the 2nd round. They were in an 8 seed, lost to Florida round 2. And lost to Florida only by 2 in that game. Did hit like a 3-point shot in the final seconds. They were actually down by 5 and then ended up losing by 2. 18-9 would come back to action. Illinois with possession. Andrei Stojakovic backs his way on solo ball. Off the double team, Reed comes along. Bounce pass back to Stojakovic. Stojakovic off the jump stop. Puts up the shot. Got it. Inside the key for a much-needed 2 there for Illinois. 7-point game. Under 13 minutes left to go before halftime. UConn with possession. Malachi Smith on the floor alongside Reed Caraban, Jaden Ross, and Solo Ball. Solo Ball missed the 3 off the back rim, no good. The rebound goes back to Illinois. Bobble towards the near side, scooped up by Kylan Boswell, saved in the court of play. So no team yet to turn it over still. Right now, Stojakovic backing his way inside the key. Stojakovic floats with the shot, no good. Putback is there by Boswell. If they count it, they will not. Or yes, they will. They will count it plus the and 1. So late to get the 13 on the scoreboard. Yes, that was counted, plus an and 1 coming up at the line. What a save there by Illinois, by Boswell. He actually went flying into one of the courtside cameras that does the floor cam view. There's multiple cameras set up along that side. And he went flying, trying to save the basketball into one of those cams. It's the raised court that they have here in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium. Beg my pardon, they took it off. They took that basket off. So it's still 18-11. 18-11. Yeah, I was going to say why they put the 13 on late. And it turned out that it wasn't a basket. So, yeah, it was not a basket. TBS score bug updated it to 13. Then they changed it back to 11. Now it's 18-12. Second free throw was good. 18-12 with 12:20 left to go in the opening half. Malachi Smith picked up his second personal foul. Mullins slides it off to the wing, into the hands to Jaden Ross. On top with Taris Reed. Hand off Caraban, towards his left. Caraban swings it outside to Demery. Demery, 10 on the shot clock. Off to Caraban, back out cross court. Demery once again has it one-on-one off the screen set by Reed. Fires a 3, left off the rim. Short rebound, secured by Illinois. It's Stojakovic who came away with a defensive rebound. Corner jumper, Illinois, no good. They keep on missing from the perimeter. Humrickus couldn't send it down. The rebound controlled by Demery. Caraban up fake. Launches the 3 straight away. No good off the back rim. A long rebound secured by Boswell. A lot of misses recently between these two teams. Kylan Boswell connects cross court over to Stojakovic. Stojakovic attacks the paint. Blocked to the bounce by Caraban. It's going to stay Illinois ball. 11:25 left to go. Going to take us to the next media timeout of action. UConn playing the part, looking the part right now. Number 2 seed, looking to get back to the national championship game for the 3rd time in 4 seasons. Huskies by 6. On to the second media timeout. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit us up in the chat. Who guys got to win this game here tonight? UConn, Illinois. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, those guys are giants. They have a couple 7-footers on Illinois. Yeah, I just saw those pictures too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I hope so, man. So I took Arizona this year to win it all in my bracket. I think it could go either way, that game tonight. Michigan's been destroying the competition. They're like one of the few teams that matches up well against Arizona. I picked Arizona. They turned it over a little bit less than Michigan. And then going into the tournament, Michigan had their top perimeter shooter, LJ Kaysen. He was injured. It really hasn't mattered all that much. I feel like Michigan's going to have the best player on the floor tonight with Yaxel Lendenborg. It's all going to be dependent on who the 2, 3, 4 guys are and so on. Because Lendenborg, he might be the top guy, but if Arizona has 2, 3, and 4, those those runner-up players behind Lendenborg are going to outweigh Michigan if it's just Lendenborg and then a drop after that. So that means like guys like Braden Burries, Koa Peets, Jaden Bradley, if those guys take off and take over, yeah, those are probably going to be the guys that at the end of the game have like the second, third, and fourth highest totals, and Lendenborg would probably have the highest. What's good, Bradley? Welcome back in. 6-point lead right now for UConn. UConn came out hungry, ready to compete, scrappy in the glass. Illinois getting this game back, winning a manageable mark right now. Is UConn had built up a 9-point lead at one point. They were up 18-9. Now it's 18-12. Illinois came in as a 1.5-point favorite tonight. They're just not making their threes. So Illinois is starting off at 0 for 5 from 3. And Duke is 3 for 10 from 3. Yeah, that's why I thought like the difference maker in this game could lie. Could be like the 3-point shooting. Also in the rebounds, UConn the slight advantage 9-8. That's something that Illinois needs to win for them to come away with the victory tonight for Illinois. They are the bigger team compared to UConn, but UConn just out hustling Illinois throughout like the first 9 minutes of action. Back from the timeout, Illinois with possession. Illinois been better the last couple minutes. Popping up on a 3, no good off the mark as they continue. They're stone cold now, 0 for 6 from the perimeter as David Mirkovic missed a wide open 3-point shot attempt. Eric Ryba, first time on the floor for him for the first year, alongside Jalen Stewart. Demery on a 3 missed off the mark by Jaden Ross. A rebound secure by Wagler. Almost gave it away. That was a dangerous pass in the backcourt. Illinois with possession. Under 11 minutes left to go. 0 for 6 from 3 for the Fighting Illini. Wagler at the wing, looking for an open teammate. Lobs it off to Tomislav Avicic. Avicic off the double team, backs his way, and went wide off the dribble, but was stripped out of bounds. Luckily for Illinois, they're going to maintain possession. 10:41 left to go before half. Illinois looking for the inbound. They find Tomislav Avicic at the elbow. Handoff Wagler back into the hands to Tomislav. No team with a turnover so far. The push foul charged to UConn by Ryba around the perimeter. Yeah, didn't need to do that. That's just kind of tough where that area was and towards that court of play. That's now 5 personal fouls charged to UConn. Illinois with 3 tonight. Keaton Wagler, the inbound passer. Lobs it into the hands to Mirkovic. Mirkovic gets fouled by Stewart off the inbound. So that's now 6 personal fouls. Charged to UConn in the first half. Hey, best of luck tonight at church there, Jeffrey. 3-point shot attempt. Illinois finally buries one off the inbound. It's Keaton Wagler from downtown. 18-15. Signs of life right now for Illinois in their 7th 3-point shot attempt. They drill. Rise and fire on a 3. Right back down to shoot. They've got it for UConn. Jaden Ross lines one up from the perimeter. 6-point lead once again for the Huskies. Illinois with possession. Ross been a critical 6 points off the bench. The difference maker so far in this game. Wagler at the top of the key. Sends it off to Tomislav Ivicic. Down the middle. Finds his teammate inside the key. Boswell double clutch scores up and through. Good for 2. 4-point game with under 10 minutes left to go before halftime. UConn with a possession. Silas Demery at the wing. Bounce pass goes over to Jaden Ross. Cross court connects with Demery. Has possession top of the key. Mullins back outside. Demery push pass to the corner. Mullins sidestep to his left. Off balance. 3 off the mark. No good. And the rebound secured by Wagler for Illinois. So we are down to 9.5 and under left to go in the first half. Keaton Wagler. On top finds number 13, Tomislav Ivicic. Burst the speed, attack the rack, soaring up and drawing the shooting foul. That's now 7 personal fouls charged to UConn in this first half. And free throws coming up at the line with 2 shots with Tomislav Ivicic. Hey, I'll see you back later tonight, Jeffrey. If you're new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well to be notified for future live streams on the channel. First free throw, good. Caravan Reed both check back into the game for UConn. As Ryba will take a seat on the bench. Hey, what's good? Pleasant Hill, welcome back in. Second free throw by Ivicic. That is good, too. Cuts the deficit down to 2 for Illinois. UConn in quite a bit of foul trouble. Off the bench, Eric Ryba, Malachi Smith, each with 2 personal fouls. Only 2 guys in foul trouble. Everybody else in this game with 1 or 0. The UConn's committed 7 fouls. Illinois with just 3 so far today. Demery into the hands to Caravan at the top. Slides it off to Ross. Finds Mullins in the corner. Towards his right off the dribble. Takes on Jake Davis. Bounce pass into the hands to Reed. Terrace Reed backs his way at the low block. Reed bumped into and fouled. It's on Tomislav Ivicic for Illinois, who picks up the personal. UConn gets the inbound. Caravan at the wing of the perimeter. Finds Mullins. Baseline dribble. Runner. Mullins no good over the cylinder. Illinois comes away with the basketball. Zero, welcome in the stream. Thanks for joining in, bud. 2-point game right now. Illinois pulls up on a 3 straight away off the back heel. Offensive rebound controlled by Wagler. Illinois started to outnumber UConn in the rebound margin. Wasn't like that early on in the game. Wagler off to Boswell. Jumper. 15-footer. Left off the rim short. To rebound ripped away by Jaden Ross. So we are down to under 8.5 left to go before halftime. Jaden Ross off the crossover. Dribbles up baseline jumper. No good off the mark. UConn started to go cold. The rebound secured by Illinois when Mirkovic. 6 for 17 for Illinois. UConn 8 for 21 so far today. UConn 4 for 13 from the perimeter. Illinois has made just 1 3. Boswell on the outside. His pass broke it up into the hands to Ivicic. Launching a 3. And he drills it. It's a rocket from the perimeter by Tomislav Ivicic. 22-21. Illinois with their first lead in the night. UConn with possession. So we're down to under 8 minutes left to go before halftime. Reed, hand off to Ball. Ball has it top of the key here for the Huskies. Into the hands to Ross. Lob to Towers Reed. Reed backs his way at the low block. Towers Reed takes on one defender inside the key. Oh, nice shovel pass underneath. Back to Caravan. Got blocked to the sub. Illinois with a basketball. They look to run with it up the floor. Here goes Boswell. No good off the Glock. Glass smashed off the glass and the rebound secured by Reed. UConn with possession again. They're going to slow it down this time. Solo ball towards his left off the dribble. Fires a three off the back rim, no good. Long rebound secured by Mullins. New 20 in the timer. UConn, no points in the last 3+ minutes of action as they went wide off the dribble. Handoff Mullins. Mullins splits defenders. Bounce pass underneath. Reed, jump stop. Reed underneath. Got blocked from behind. Illinois again. Major rejection. They come away with the basketball. It's a block fest right now for the Fighting Illini. Third block of the night. All 3 blocks by number 0 and David Mirkovic. Keaton Wagler at the top for Illinois. He's got 6 so far. Crossover, step back, 3 in the air. That's an air ball out of bounds. And that will take us to the under 8-minute media timeout. Finally, a clock stoppage coming with 6:25 left to go before halftime. What a game between these two teams right now, playing their hearts out. I get the wrong score. 22-21 Illinois off that previous 3. Yeah, Illinois has the lead by 1, 22-21. So that last shot was a 3 that they buried. That was only their second one of the night. That was Tomislav Avicic. He's got 5 points. Keaton Wagler leads the way with 6. So it's the first lead tonight for Illinois, 22-21 currently. Absolute block fest for the Fighting Illini. They got so much size down low. Just such a tall roster for Illinois. Got 2 7-foot brothers from Croatia on the team. Tomislav Zervanimir, both 7'1", 7'2". Mirkovic is 6'9". Stojakovic is 6'7". Hamrikis 6'9". Keaton Wagler, their lead player, 6'6". Just impressive with all the size that they have for Illinois in the roster. What's good? Duffers in the street, welcome in. Glad to have you back in from Connecticut once again. UConn was up on the rebounds early on. Seemed like they wanted it more. Like they were scrapping for offensive rebounds, and they were just hungry coming out of the gate in this game. UConn led early on in the glass, 6-4. Right now, Illinois, though, +1 on the rebound number, 15-14. 7 points by Taurus Reed, along with 5 rebounds. 6 points by Braylon Mullins. Start off a perfect 2 for 2 from 3. 0 for 3 ever since, though. 6 points off the bench. Critical 6 points by Jaden Ross. Hey, what's good, Andres? Welcome back in, bud. Yeah, this has been a really good game starting things off. Keaton Wagler, 6 points for Illinois for him. 5 by Tomislav Avicic. 4 by Boswell. Off the bench, Andres Stojakovic, he's got 5. Hey, Brian, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well. I'm hoping to be back live tomorrow, or later tonight, that is. Arizona, Michigan after this one for that game, too. Tips off at 8:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There we go. Got the right scoreboard back. So it's Illinois 1-point lead, 22-21. Down to 6:25 left to go before half. Different stopping places for head coach Brad Underwood. That was SFA. Stephen F. Austin was one of his first places that he was a head coach for Brad Underwood on his journey. 13-3 run for Illinois since the previous TV timeouts. So UConn came out, they were on fire. They led 18-9, but after that, Illinois 13-3 ever since, and UConn struggling to get going. That size of Illinois flustering the Huskies inside a low post, and 3 blocks for David Mirkovic for the Fighting Illini. Both teams with 0 turnovers. Playing championship level identity basketball right now. What's impressive for Illinois, they have 0 assists, and they're up by 1. 7 made field goals on no assists for Illinois. UConn started off red hot, 7 for 13 ever since, just 1 for 11. trying to get back on the right track for the Huskies as we get back to action. Caravan at the top, slides it off to Mullins, comes off the screen, it takes the three, no good off the back rim, offensive rebound. Controlled by Demery, and Demery trying to pin it off an Illinois player, and that went out of bounds. Now, did he step out here? Oh, yeah, that was out of bounds off Demery. So Demery tried to pin it off number 44, Zvonimir Visic of Illinois, and it ricocheted back at Demery out of bounds. That was off a UConn last. It's Illinois ball. Up by 1 for the Fighting Illini. Illinois with possession at the left wing, Keaton Wagler. Wagler torses right off the dribble. Wagler lobs it over to the roller. Mirkovic, runner, left it short off the rim. Caravan controls the defensive rebound, but a loose ball foul charged to Illinois. Now we'll stop the clock with 5:45. Yeah, I'm not sure, Jeffrey. I hope so. He's had some good potential this year for him. UConn on a 4.5-minute plus scoring droughts. Caravan at the top of the key, into the hands to Mullins. Mullins at the left wing finds Taris Reed. Reed, a runner inside the key, around the rim and out to rebound, secured by Zvonimir Visic of Illinois. 7'2" for Visic out of Croatia. Illinois yet to turn it over, yet to record an assist tonight. It's been an interesting first half. Everything that they've scored upon has been unassisted. Spin cycle inside the key, going up for another unassisted bucket. Couldn't score there with Stojakovic, but he did get fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Illinois. Yeah, these defenses showing up in a big way so far. Yeah, good question. I think that was the only one, was St. John's, the game-winning layup at the buzzer. We had just a bunch of really good games come down to the wire. That's what this tournament was about. Yeah, Vanderbilt, Nebraska, that was a shot that didn't happen, which would have won the game at the buzzer. Both of the free throws missed the line for Illinois. Long rebound out of the pack, controlled by UConn. Down to 5 minutes left to go before halftime. That is a crusher there that Illinois went empty that trip at the charity stripe. 6 for 9 for Illinois at free throws. UConn only 1 trip to the line. Taris Reed off an and a 1, and he buried it. Caravan, entry pass lob. Reed snatches it. Reed goes up. Reed scores up and through. It's good for 2. That's the first basket for UConn, which snaps a 5-minute plus scoring drought. 9 points, 5 rebounds for Taris Reed. That was a tough 2 there. Had to soar up, snag it with one hand, come away with it, and score over one defender. Keaton Wagler, top of the key. Off the crossover, drives on Mullins, ripped away by Caravan. First steal tonight by UConn, up the floor, finds Mullins, Euro step, backdoor scores, up and off the backboard, plus the foul. And one coming up at the line by Braylon Mullins. That's a veteran-level play right there. Off that steal by Caravan to rip it away from the freshman Keaton Wagler, and then up the floor, Demery. The lead pass ahead past midcourt to Mullins, and Mullins able to score a tough layup, backdoor plus the and one. Wow, that was just an absolutely amazing possession by UConn there. That's a huge possession in the game. Mullins buries the free throw. 4-point lead for the Huskies. 4:12 left to go before halftime. Tremendous battle between these two teams, spot on the line in the national championship game on Monday. Devan Mirkovic just picked up his second personal foul for Illinois. Only player with 2 personals so far today. Got the layup. It is Wagler inside the key for 2. 26-24. We're down to under 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Keaton Wagler with 8 points here in the opening half. Malachi Smith edging the midcourt logo for the Huskies as he takes on Boswell 101. Slides it off to Mullins. Bounce pass Reed. Reed backs his way inside the key. Taris Reed, 10 in the timer. Turnaround hook shot. Gutted a drop for 2. Taris Reed setting the tone early on in this game. He's got double figures. First one there tonight with 11. Illinois with possession. Edge of the midcourt logo for the Fighting Illini, Keaton Wagler. Defended by Solo Ball around the perimeter. Wagler, one-on-one switch guarded by Caravan at the top. Rises for the three off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Boswell. Launches the jumper, missed off the mark again to the corner. Bobbled out of bounds, last off of Illinois. Gonna take us to the under 4-minute media break as well. 3:04 left to go before halftime. UConn hanging on to a 4-point lead right now. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. UConn went on a lengthy scoring drought, 5 minutes plus. Nevertheless, they are up by 4. Terrace Reed Jr. eating his way inside a low post. 11 points in 15 minutes, 5 rebounds, 5 for 8 from the floor. Braylon Mullins, 9 points. 2 made threes plus a backdoor layup and an and one. He was able to get the free throw to drop. 6 off the bench by Jaden Ross. Alex Caravan, yet to score so far, does have 2 assists, a steal, and a block. Illinois, led by Keaton Wagler, 8 points. After that, 5 points by Stojakovic off the bench, and then 5 points by Tomislava Visic. Field goal shooting percentage right now, Illinois only 33%, 8 for 24. UConn slightly higher, 38%, 11 for 29. Yeah, UConn's made 2 threes more than Illinois. UConn's 4 for 15 from 3. Illinois just 2 for 12. Both teams low percentage from 3. Plus 1 on the glass for Illinois, 18-17. That's a column that they're going to need to win by a heftier margin. They got the taller team. UConn was -6 on the glass against Duke and came back and won that game. Plus 4 points in the paint for UConn, 14-10. And only 1 turnover by UConn. They're playing their best basketball in this tournament, coming off a 5 turnover game against Duke. 3 turnovers now for Illinois. Yeah, they're struggling to make their shots. So that's what I thought this game would be about. Like, whoever controlled the 3-point shots. So if Illinois gets hot, it's going to depend on who gets hot. Then whoever gets hot in this game from 3 will eventually win this game. Both teams are struggling to find their footing from 3. Yeah, the blocks by Illinois have saved them so far. They have 3 blocks. Yeah, they got a bunch of size for Illinois. They have those 2 7-foot brothers. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams in the channel. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this game tonight. Type it in. Illinois or UConn. Arizona taking on Michigan after this one. I hope to be back live for that one as well. Dusty May, what a turnaround. 62-13 record in his first 2 seasons at Michigan. Led Florida Atlantic to the Final Four 3 years ago. And Michigan, the year prior to hiring Dusty May, what a turnaround they had. He went just 8-24 in that year prior to hiring Dusty May as the new head coach of the program. Jumper's good. Braylon Mullins straight away from downtown. Buries the triple. Big response right back out of the timeout for UConn. 7-point lead. 10-2 run for the Huskies. Illinois with possession. Jab step top of the free throw circle. Stojakovic floats up the shot. No good off the mark. Tipped off the rim. Battle for the rebound. Scooped up in the corner by UConn. Malachi Smith collected the defensive board. UConn with possession. Smith on the floor alongside Mullins, Caravan, Reed, and Solo Ball. Ball dribbles up to the elbow. Kick out corner. Caravan launches a 3, and he drills it. Alex Caravan right down the chute. Delivers. 34-24, largest lead in the night by the Huskies. Alex Caravan, first made basket tonight. Jumper by Illinois from 3. It's good from the perimeter. Both of these teams start to heat up right now from the outside. That was a major response right there by Illinois to bury the triple. 3 for 13 as a team from 3. That was the only That's the second made three tonight. Number 13, Tomislav Ivicic was the one who was able to make it. Terrace Reed at the elbow. Hand off to Solo Ball. Jumper, mid-range, off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Humricus, number 3 for Illinois. Final 90 seconds left to go before halftime here. Illinois pops up for a jumper straight away. No good off the mark. Tipped around. And a battle for the rebound as Caravan tried to force it out of bounds off Illinois. It was last off of Caravan, though. Dan Hurley can't believe it. He thought that Caravan pinned that off an Illinois player out of bounds. Illinois is going to get the basketball back. Minute 19 left to go. Jake Davis checks back into the game. Inbound goes to Wagler. Wagler at the top of the key. Drives inside. Stumbled off the dribble. He turned it over. That's a critical turnover on Illinois there by Keaton Wagler. As we're down to approaching the final minute left to go before halftime. 2 turnovers now for Illinois. UConn still with 0. They made 13 field goals in this game. No turnovers throughout the entirety of this game tonight for the Huskies. Yeah, the ESPN team stats say 1, but I think they reverted one. We're down to the final minute. Mullins launching a deep range three. Oh! Open up the bank right there. Cha-ching by Braylon Mullins. 37-27, UConn finding their way from the perimeter. 7 for 18 at 39% from 3. Illinois with possession, attacking downhill to the cup, double clutch, and they scored a layup. It is good by Wagler. 8-point game. Under 30 seconds left to go. Yeah, that is some serious range. That's like Peyton Pritchard range with the previous 3 made by Mullins. UConn with a shot clock turned off right before halftime. Silas Demery dribbles up top of the key. Demery inside, bounce pass down low, got blocked from behind, fouled though with 2.9 left to go. Oh no, check that, it's a tie-up according to the referees. This is tie-up, Illinois possession. Wow, Jaden Ross tied up from behind. Excellent defensive stop there at the rim by Ben Humricus. This will be Illinois ball for the final possession. Illinois going to have to go the length of the floor. 37-29, 2.9 seconds left to go. Inbound. Humricus at midcourt. Puts up the shot. No good off the top of the glass. And now we go into halftime. 37-29, 8-point lead by UConn entering half. And UConn able to start to nail their threes. Start to pull away a little bit right now. 7 for 18 from 3. Braylon Mullins almost half of the made threes in the first half for the Huskies. He is 3 for 5 from the perimeter, having a tournament of his life for Braylon Mullins. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Terrace Reed looking really good right now, 11 points and 5 rebounds. Braylon Mullins, though, with that last 3 that he banked in, he is now the new leading scorer in this game with 12 points. 4 for 8 from the floor, 3 for 5 from 3. 2 guys double figures for UConn. 6 off the bench by Jaden Ross. 3 points by Caravan, 3 points by Solo Ball. Silas Demery, 2.7 rebounds, 5 assists, padding the stat sheet tonight for Demery. And then Illinois, they are led by Keaton Wagler. He has 10, alongside 6 rebounds. Tomislav Ivicic, 8 points, 4.6 rebounds for Kylan Boswell. Off the bench, Andre Stojakovic with 5. Just impressive what UConn's done so far. 0 turnovers in the first half of action. No turnovers by UConn. They've recorded 9 assists on 14 total field goals. Illinois with just 1 assist this entire first half. Everything else has been unassisted. Illinois with 2 turnovers. Both of these teams taking great care of the basketball. Just a perfect first half for UConn. Like, they went in a 5.5-minute scoring drought, and look at the score. They're up by 8. Their defense is insane. This is going up against the number 1 offense on KenPom in offensive efficiency. And UConn, the heart, the hustle, the grit out of this UConn team, for real. And start to get their 3-point shot dropping for them. That's what I thought it would be going into this game. Whoever nails their threes is going to win this game. And right now, Illinois is struggling. Just 3 for 14 from 3. Just an unfortunate game so far, the first half for Illinois. They still have 20 more minutes to turn things around. But UConn, they're finding their shot. 7 for 18 from 3, 39% from the perimeter. And they've had the looks. Illinois, they tried to go quickly, popping up on the 3. Looking like Porzingis, but for UConn, they're coming off screens wide open on 3s. Man, they're taking them, they're drilling them. They're looking like Peyton Pritchard on the floor. For the smaller guys on the floor, just coming around, knocking down shots. Looking pretty fast so far to begin for UConn. +4 on the floor for Illinois in rebounds, 22-18. I feel like that number is going to have to grow for Illinois for them. They're the bigger team. They got 2 7-footers on the roster. And right now, they're only leading the rebound margin by 4. UConn, when they came back and beat Duke, they were -6 in the glass and still won that game. +2 points in the paint for the Huskies, 14-12. Jody, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win tonight here, UConn or Illinois. Type it in. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Right now, Illinois leading the poll at halftime, 56-44 for percentage votes off the poll. Yeah, usually these halftimes are just super long. I'm hoping to be back live for Arizona against Michigan later tonight. If you'd like to come on back for that one, feel free to do so. Yeah, this UConn team is all heart. Like, got so much determination for this UConn squad. They came out, looked like they were just hungrier. Like, much more hungrier than Illinois to begin this game. Ryan, welcome in. Looking the Huskies to win this one tonight. Illinois, 16th in the country with a plus 5.7 second half margin. They have struggled before. I want to see what UConn ranks. 40th in the country, plus 4 second half margin. Yeah, and UConn was down by 19, came back and beat Duke in that last game. Illinois struggled early against Iowa. They were down by 4 at halftime, too. Yeah, Yeah, UConn is battling hard with these guys out there tonight. Just seems like there's a lot more open opportunities for UConn so far. Yeah, Illinois has been going quick into the shot clock. They just cannot make those shots. They're showing that replay. Caravan the steal off to Mullins, who received it from Demery up the floor off the fast break, scored a layup. I mean, that's a championship level play right there by a championship player that's won 2 national titles with Caravan off that steal. He just completely ripped it away from the hands of Wagler, who had the basketball. Wow, a couple transfers then from Illinois. Yes, Towers Reed was actually at Michigan before. But yeah, Marez Johnson, he plays for Michigan now. So he used to play for Illinois. Wow. I actually saw something a couple of days ago. It was one of the former Illinois players on Twitter, Marcus Damask. He put out if he was asking if anybody had like any Final Four merchandise that they were able to ship to him like overseas. So he was like one of those guys who like set the foundation for the program for them to make this deep run in this tournament. Yeah, it's been a long time since the Big Ten has won the national championship. Michigan State was the last time a Big Ten team won the national title. So that was 26 years ago, back in 2000. Arizona, they got their drought even further. 1997, the last time they won a national title. That was the last time a team west of Texas won a national championship. Michigan, I believe that was like in 89. They won theirs. That was their only championship. Yeah, 1989. So they're 1-6 in national title games, so the only one coming in 89. So even further off of that has been their lone national championship. Illinois, they appeared in the national championship once, but they were runner-up to UNC in 2005. Yeah, so a lot at play here in this Final Four. And then UConn trying to be the next dynasty. New England Patriots, like back in the 2000s. They're at their third Final Four in the previous 4 years. And they're going to see if they can win a championship the third time out of 4 years. Man, these practices, the practices that the guys must go through with Dan Hurley, I mean, that's like next level stuff. Like, just built different. Like the passion that he has for the game. That type of coaching isn't for everybody. But for those guys, it seems like everybody's just bought into the system for UConn. And you get those types of players that are like passionate for the head coach, where he is passionate for the game and fired up. I mean, it's those practice sessions must be like no filter with him. Just whatever's said. And then you get guys that just built different, like straight up hustlers. Like it feels like these UConn guys are just super motivated tonight. Black Ram, welcome in, like in Illinois in the second half tonight. Yeah, I got some work to do right now for Illinois, but yeah, Joe's texting me about the threes. If their threes are dropping, yeah, they do look like, yeah, they're a super dangerous team when their threes are dropping, but right now they're struggling. If Illinois start to hit their shots, then this is going to be another different outcome. But right now, looking like UConn, but we do have 20 more minutes of basketball left. Yeah, definitely that grit to come back 19 down against Duke. And the main guys for UConn, too, are not in foul trouble. That's key as well. They have a couple guys who's picked up 2 fouls, but none of them like main players tonight. Eric Ryba, Malachi Smith, each with 2 personal fouls. David Mirkovic has 2 for Illinois. So he's the only guy with 2 fouls. I think that foul trouble is going to determine the next game, Arizona, Michigan. Especially if the 7-3 guy from Michigan, if he gets into quick foul trouble at Day Mira, then that's going to be tough. He's like one of the few guys that I feel like matches up well with what Arizona is trying to do. Arizona just tries to come at you in waves, attacking, getting to the rim. Their 2-point rate is just high off the charts. They don't attempt too many threes. I get a feeling from Michigan tonight, Yaxel Lendenborg, he's going to have to take over the game for them to win. He needs to be the best player by far on the floor, but after that, the Arizona guys, if they can shine, be the 2, 3, 4 plus guys, that's probably going to outweigh that just one guy alone. Yeah. Yeah, Illinois struggling from 3. 3 for 14 from 3. They just haven't been able to get their shot going for them tonight. Yeah, these half times are usually long. Quite a bit of time before you start off the second half. What's super impressive, UConn has 0 turnovers this entire game. Like, that's championship level basketball there. You have 0 turnovers going into halftime. 6-0 points off turnovers scored by UConn. Illinois with just 2 turnovers. That's led to 2 threes. Or 2 turnovers. One of them was a 3 off the turnover. The other one was a steal by Caravan. And it led to the Mullins layup, and then he was fouled. Yeah, so that was actually the layup and then the free throw that he got. James, welcome in, like in UConn tonight. Yeah, poll getting closer right now. Illinois up in the poll 54-46. Make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so. Who you guys like to win tonight, Illinois or UConn? Yeah, Braylon Mullen's been shooting the ball really well. He's the top scorer going into halftime. So he's the player who made the game-winning shot. Mullins, 12 points in 17 minutes. Started off finding his stroke early. Perfect 2 for 2 from 3 to begin this game. He's now 3 for 5 from 3, 4 for 8 from the floor. Scored an insane backdoor layup off the fast break that he got fouled for. Alex Caravan, he was the one who made that game-winning assist. Off to Mullins. Caravan with 3, alongside 2 assists to steal the block. what's helpful for him, he went like the entire first half scoreless until like the last few minutes, and then he drilled a corner three. So, like, he'll probably find it as well in half two. Just some really good balance going on for the Huskies, and Tyrus Reed's been an absolute animal in this entire tournament, what he has done. I think it's the whole... I think he senses that it's a whole like disrespect thing too, because a lot of the college basketball analysts this week going into the tournament had Tyrus Reed listed behind other players in the tournament as like best players in the tournament. Like, this guy needs to be at the top of the list. There we go. Yeah, my apologies about the buffer right there. It wasn't as bad as last night at times during the Celtics stream. It's dropped a couple frames here and there. Yeah, I just lost internet. Yeah, it's weird how it will just lose it for like a brief second, then it will go back on. So my apologies if you guys see like a buffer for some reason. That was not doing that in the first half. It dropped, I think, like a frame or two, but that was it. And then after that, it reset itself. All right, second half going to begin in just a moment. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the... UConn outnumbering Illinois, 7 for 18 from the perimeter by the Huskies, just 3 for 14 by the Fighting Illini, struggling from 3, and UConn leading the assist total 9-1 so far this game. 0 turnovers by UConn in the first half. Keaton Wagler getting interviewed during halftime. 10 points for him so far. Only guys in double figures after that. Toboslav Avicic with 8. Everybody else with 5 or below for the Fighting Illini. 2 players double figures for the Huskies. Braylon Mullins leads the way. He's got 12. Tyrus Reed Jr., 11 points, 5 rebounds. Mullins drilling his shot starting. It's just weird that they'll drop frames here or there. Bradley's got Illinois. They're going to take the lead. UConn will come back in the last minute to win. There we go. Illinois 0-10 this season, or 0-10 in the tournament when they've trailed by 8+ points at half. UConn 35-1 when leading by 8+ points at the half in the NCAA tournament. So those numbers not on the side for Illinois historically in the NCAA tournament. So right now they're trailing by 8, just struggling to hit their threes. Only 3 for 14 from the perimeter in the first half of action for the Fighting Illini. Here we go. We begin half number 2 of action. UConn with the opening possession going left to right on the floor. Solo ball on the court alongside Silas Demery, Alex Caravan, Braylon Mullins, Tyrus Reed. Bounce pass off the Reed off the double team. Outside Caravan makes the extra pass. 3 at the wing. Taken by Ball off the back of no good. Huge rebound by Caravan. Soars up as he gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up by UConn with Alex Caravan. Yeah, UConn comes out opening possession. Hustles for the offensive rebound through a 2-time national champion. 4-year player with Alex Caravan, 149th career game playing for head coach Dan Hurley at UConn tonight. And 2 critical free throws coming up to see if he can get his team up winning 10 once again. Largest lead, a 10-point game right before halftime. First free throw, good by Caravan. Yeah, UConn's coming out, setting the tone. They just look like they're the scrappier, more hungrier team tonight. They're the undersized team, but these guys look driven and determined to get back to the national championship. Second free throw, good by Caravan. And that's the team leader. When he's on the floor, he's basically another assistant coach, but what an assistant coach can't do is that he can't play with a team. He's basically an assistant coach that plays on the team. He's got that type of basketball IQ. Inside the key, as Illinois floats it up, they draw the shooting foul. 2 shots here coming up at the line by Keaton Wagler for the Fighting Illini. $19-27. Left to go with action. First free throw by Wagler. That's right down the middle. Second shot by Wagler goes in. 8-point game now, 39-31. UConn in the backcourt as they get the inbound. Crossing the timeline with Silas Demery. Caravan slides it off to his left around the perimeter, back into the hands to Demery. Top of the key, has an opening. He fires a 3 straight away. He buries the triple. Silas Demery, big time shot. The largest lead of the night by the Huskies. 42-31, 19 minutes left to go in regulation. Illinois in trouble, struggling to hit their shots tonight. Top of the key, Mirkovic into the hands to Wagler. Wagler got double figures. Keaton Wagler drives on Caravan inside the key. Runner bounced in. It's good for 2. 14 points right now for Keaton Wagler. 9-point game. UConn with possession. Huskies slow down tempo. Both teams even. Points in the paint, 14-14. Braylon Mullins sends it at the top of the key into the hands to Reed. Hand off the solo ball on the outside, finds Demery. Silas Demery, 10 on the shot clock for the Huskies. Off to Mullins, pops up on a 3 off the back rim, no good. Reed tried to tip it in, missed off the back heel. And the rebound secured by Illinois. Fighting Illini with possession. Entry pass lob out to the elbow, going up, and they got it. And a foul, if they do count it. Mirkovic scored it down low. The referees will not count the basket. So Mirkovic held up by Mullins before he scores. That is before the shot attempts. So instead, Illinois will get the inbounds. Just above 18 minutes left to play in regulation. On the outside, able to keep it into the court of play when Mirkovic off the double team. They're all the sorts this possession for Illinois. Jake Davis looking backwards. Lob looking for Mirkovic. Broke it up out of bounds off Caravan. That'll stop the clock. 17:55 left to play. If you're doing the stream tonight, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well. What a game here. UConn up by 9. Illinois needing to get their team back on track for the shot clock. Step back 3 in the air. Wagler bumped into and fouled. And that is before the shots. Dan Hurley cannot believe the call. That's now 3 quick personal fouls charged to UConn to start off half 2. Illinois with just 1 in the second half right now for personal fouls. So this will reset the offense for Illinois. Inbound for the Fighting Illini. Keaton Wagler at the top of the key. Lost the handle on the dribble. Still on the deck with a basketball. Get it ripped away. Stole away here up the floor. Here goes Caravan behind the defense. And no good. He blew the layup. But it's going to be ruled a shooting foul charged to Illinois. 2 shots here coming up at the line for Caravan. What a defensive hustle. Taken away at the free throw circle by Silas Demery as Keaton Wagler just slipped off the dribble and then found Caravan sprinting up the floor. Caravan was fouled by Mirkovic, and now Mirkovic picked up his 3rd foul. 2 shots here at the line for Caravan. The first one's good. This UConn team, it's just all heart and hustle. And they are 17 minutes and 40 seconds away if they hold off Illinois to playing in the national championship once again on Monday. Both free throws good at the line for Caravan. He's going to play his 150th career game for Caravan on Monday if they do come out, pick up the victory. 9 assists for UConn tonight. Illinois has just 1 total assist in this game, and UConn picks up the personal foul. So that is on Silas Demery, who picked up the personal. Entry pass lob off the inbound. Lost the dribble off his shoe as Mirkovic with another turnover. UConn has numbers. Demery on the top into the hands, the solo ball off the dribble. Ball finds Reed outside ball. Spots up for a three. No good off the back rim. Rebound secured by Illinois. This game is on TBS. TBS it's on. It's also on TNT and True TV, I believe. Illinois splashes in the three. 44-36. Really needed that right there. That's David Mirkovic. First made three for him today. He's got 5. UConn with possession. Braylon Mullins, edge of the midcourt logo, finds Demery. Demery at the right wing. Lob to the baseline ball. Looking for Reed. Broke it up out of bounds off Tomislav Visic. Now we'll stop the game clock with 16:46 left to play. Jake Davis will substitute out to number 3. Ben Humrickus comes in. UConn gets the inbound. Terrace Reed on the outside, sends it off to Demery. Mullins has it. Right baseline dribble off the double team runner. Mullins missed off the rim. A rebound controlled by Mirkovic for Illinois. Illinois down by 8, needing to get their team right back in order. Perfect 2 for 2 this half on their shot making. It's just struggling with 2 turnovers to begin half 2. Only 4 turnovers in this game total. All 4 those by Illinois. Open 3, skipped around the rim and out, and a really solid look, but Tomislav Visic couldn't line it up. UConn running the floor. UConn transition 3, a bullseye. It is drilled by Solo Ball. One team on point tonight, nailing their threes. The other team struggling to hit their threes. Silas Demery padding the stat sheet. 5 points for Demery tonight, alongside 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Under 16 minutes left to go. Spin cycle inside the key, Illinois, and it got stolen away right back by UConn. Up the floor, they got numbers here, attacking to the rim, and no good, they missed the layup. Back it goes to Illinois. Yeah, my apologies with a buzz in the background. That's actually my computer fan having some issues right now. It's going to take us to a timeout. UConn picked up the personal foul, reaching in. We're down to 15:32, left to go in action. Damn, that's unfortunate. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. If you guys would like to be notified for future live streams in the channel. My apologies if you guys are hearing like buzzing in the background here. I'll see if I can like get my mic over here. Yeah, so after this tournament wraps up, I'm hoping to get myself a new laptop. Right before like the start of NBA playoffs, because when I've been turning my laptop last couple of days or 47-36 right now to score. We're down to 15:32 left to go in action. Gosh. Yeah, UConn just so scrappy today for them. Braylon Mullins, 12. Terrace Reed, yeah, absolute beast. 11.6 rebounds right now for Reed. Yeah, my whole computer, unfortunately, sounds like a B right now. Yeah, so my apologies if you hear a background noise. My computer fan started to act up. It's been doing it for like the last week or so. Hey, thanks so much, Joanne. Really appreciate it. Gosh, hopefully it will stop at some point. We're going to get back to action. 47-36. UConn has won the last 8 games in the Final Four that they have played in. 9th Final Four featuring multiple Big Ten teams, the first time since 2015. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe as we're going to come back from the timeout here. 15:32 left to go in regulation. Braylon Mullins picked up the personal foul. That's his third of the game for Mullins. Inbound in the backcourt goes over to Jake Davis for Illinois. Game tonight. So the Huskies have committed 0 turnovers this entire game. UConn at the right wing, and Illinois picks up the reach and foul. It's going to stop the clock with 15:10 left to play. Huh. Yeah, that's odd. Inbound here for UConn. We're down to 15 minutes left to go in the regulation. Ted is back to the free throw line now. Shooting 2. First one is good. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. My apologies here. Go to the free throws, good at the line by Caravan. 49-36. Yeah, so if you guys are just joining in, my laptop's having some serious issues right now. Started to buzz. It's been doing it for the last couple weeks, so hopefully I'll invest in a new one after the end of this tournament. Layup is good by Illinois. They cut it down to 11. 49-38 with under 15 minutes left to go. That was Stojakovic who scored a layup. Solo ball. Top of the key on the outside. He finds Demery. Demery at the right wing perimeter. On top with Caravan. Lines up a 3. No good off the mark. Tipped around, and Illinois commits the over the back foul. Now we'll stop the clock with 14:18 left to play. For a couple moments, as Illinois could not score the layup, it's going right back over to UConn. Huskies with possession. And UConn going to slow down the basketball here. Demery at the edge of the midcourt logo. Yeah, UConn with 5, Illinois with 5 for personal fouls this half. Demery at the top of the key finds Caravan coming off the screen. And away from the basketball, Illinois picks up another personal. Illinois with possession off the first turnover by UConn. Top of the key, taking a 3 straight away. No good off the back rim. Long rebound in the corner, tracked down by Davis. Offensive board here for Illinois. Illinois with another opportunity. Bounce pass sent over to the low block. Backing their way off the pivot. They put up the shot and it rattles in. It is good by Avicic for 2 for the Fighting Illini. 49-40, under 13 minutes left to play. Illinois +1 in the offensive glass, 8-7. Solo ball. Cross court connects with Demery. On the top into the hands to Reed. Handoff, solo ball. Ball launches the 3 off the back rim. Bounces in. It is good for the triple. Generous bounce off the rim right there by Solo Ball. It's a 12-point lead for UConn. 52-40 for the Huskies. Illinois with possession. As they dribble, drive, attack the paint, put it up, no good off the glass. Rebound secured by Reed. UConn looking to add to it here up the floor. The backcourt of pressure. Jake Davis comes in with a steal. Davis goes up. Davis at the line. 52-41. Carly. Illinois cutting the deficit to 11. One more free throw here coming up at the line by Davis. This shot's up. This shot is good. 52-42. We are down to 12 minutes left to go in action. Malachi Smith on the floor. Number 23, Jaden Ross, also on the court alongside. Solo ball. Jaden Ross. Corner jumper. No good off the back or missed by Ball. And UConn picked up an offensive foul. Dan Hurley could not believe the call. This will take us to a TV timeout. 11:49 left to go. Dan Hurley can't believe it. Offensive foul charged to UConn. And we got a lot of fouls going on right now in this game. 10-point lead for UConn, the winner to the national championship game on Monday as we head to the timeout. All right, my apologies for the background noise. There's something seriously wrong with my laptop fan at the moment. I'm going to restart my whole laptop in between Arizona and Michigan if I'm able to do that one. Hopefully it's able to get that noise off. Yeah, also if you see a buffer during the stream at some point, it's because I lost like internet connection for a brief second. It comes back on, so my apologies there as well. Hey Robert, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, after the tournament wraps up, I'm going to go out, get myself a new laptop, just transfer everything onto that new computer, and hopefully things will be better. Sheesh. Yeah, it's unfortunate that it had to happen this week, like right before the start of the Final Four, unfortunately. Yeah, I was going into the stream last night. It started to rattle like really bad, but when I turned it off, it was fine. Got through the stream fine last night, but unfortunately, it's not the case right now. There we go, Robert taking UConn to win the chip. And what a culture that these guys have built over at UConn. Braylon Mullins, 12 points. Tyrus Reed with 11. Currently, just a lot of balance going on. Caraban's up to 9. Perfect 6 for 6 at the free throw line. Solo Ball, he's got 9 points as well currently. Jaden Ross with 6. (29-26), Illinois plus 3 in the glass in this game. That's just too close right there in the rebound margin. Needs to be up a whole lot higher to win this one if they're Illinois. And also just struggling from 3. Big difference makers been the 3-point shot making. UConn 10 for 26, 38%. Illinois struggling 4 for 17 at 24%. We come back to action. Illinois with a possession. Coming onto the timeout. Bouncing bodies inside the key. Runner, no good. Around the rim and out. Missed by Stojakovic. Got tipped to the bounds. Last off the Fighting Illini. It's going to be UConn ball. UConn with 0 turnovers in their first 39 possessions of tonight's action. They've had 3 turnovers in their previous 4, though. Trying to take care of the basketball much better right here. UConn with Smith Ball, Stewart, Reiba, Jaden Ross, the 5 on the floor currently for the Huskies. Dribbling up to the elbow. Smith moves it off to his teammate. Jumper deep 2. Got the bounce. It is good. Solo Ball able to put it in. 12-point lead for the Huskies. Solo Ball double figures. He's got 11. Just some really good balance going out on the floor for UConn. They have 3 guys in double figures. Caraban right behind with 9, about to be the 4th, whereas Illinois is 2 guys double figures, and everybody else with 7 or below. Illinois put up the shot due to contact and the foul. Got a plethora of fouls here in the second half as Illinois is now in the bonus. Down to 10:57 left to go. 1-1 bonus by Illinois. Free throw is good for the first one at the line. So they'll stay there. Keaton Wagler will have a second shot at the free throw line. David Mirkovic with 3 personal fouls for Illinois. 3 personal fouls for UConn by 3 players each. Mullins, Ryba, and Smith. Second free throw. Bounced off the rim, no good. A rebound secured by Ryba. UConn with possession. Perfect 8 for 8. The free throw line for the Huskies. Illinois 11 for 15 tonight. UConn with the basketball. Top of the key, Malachi Smith. Towards his left off the dribble. Dribbles up, drives inside the key. Kick out, corner, rise and fire on a 3 over the cylinder. Missed off the mark by Stewart, and in and off the hands of ball. Went out of bounds. It's going to be Illinois ball. 10.5 left to play. Just haven't been able to find their shot all night long. Lockdown is just 34% from the floor, 22% from the perimeter for the Fighting Illini. Illinois, edge of the midcourt logo, hand off to Wagler. He leads the way with 15. Slides it off towards his right around the wing. Cross court goes over to number 13 with Tomislava Visic. At the wing, Wagler on top, finds a Visic, pops up for a 3 around the rim and out. Rebound ripped away by UConn, and then over the back fall, charge to Illinois. That's their 6th personal. Next one's going to put the Huskies in the bonus. Pam, welcome in, liking UConn tonight. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight, UConn or Illinois. Yeah, my apologies throughout this stream. I have a rattling laptop fan in the background. My laptop's been acting up for the last week or so, This is the first ever time that it's ever done this on a stream. So on startup, the fan had done it for like 1 or 2 minutes, and that was it. But it would never do it for long duration, like 30, 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, and beyond. It would not do this. So yeah, I'm gonna have to restart in between the next one, and hopefully it goes away for the next stream tonight. Outside, UConn lines up a 3, and they drill it. Bang, bang for the perimeter by the Huskies. They lead by 14. 57-43. That is Jalen Stewart off the bench, who was able to nail the triple. 11 for 28 from 3 for UConn. Their largest lead in the night, up by 14. Turnaround hook shot inside, and Illinois buries it. They went to a Visic down low. And UConn going to slow down the possession. They're out in full control in this game. Top of the key, solo ball. Slides it off towards his right to Malachi Smith. Back to ball. Finds Smith around the perimeter. 12 on the shot clock. Smith. 1-on-1, take it on. Humrickus at the wing of the perimeter. Jab step, Jaden Ross, crossover. 5 in the timer. Outside to the top, accelerating downhill to the cup. Shovel pass underneath, going up with Ryba. Missed the layup, no good. Tipped up to Illinois for the defensive rebound. Illinois down by 12. Gotta go if they want to make this a game here for the remaining stretch of action. Kylan Boswell off the drive, bumped into and fouled. That's now 10 by UConn, so this will put Illinois in the double bonus. So double bonus time coming up here for the Fighting Illini. 2 critical free throws coming up by Kylan Boswell at the charity stripe. First free throw at the line. That is good by Boswell. Malachi Smith, guilty party. That's his 4th personal foul. Kylan Boswell just 1 for 6 from the floor tonight. Only 5 points this entire game for him. Second free throw by Boswell. That is up. That is through. 10-point game. Both teams with still 3 timeouts left to go in their pocket, as we are down to under 8:40 left to play. UConn with possession. Slowing down tempo. A 10-point lead for the Huskies. Silas Demery at the top of the key as he takes on Boswell. 1-0 Reed inside the key. Visic no good off the mark. Followed though by Reed, and this is going to lead to 2 free throws coming up At the line by Avicic. Down to 8:03 left to play in regulation. Free throws here coming up at the line for Illinois. Foul trouble looks like this. Tyrus Reed, 3 personal fouls. Mullins with 3. Ryba with 3. Malachi Smith has 4 for UConn. And then 3 personal fouls charged to Mirkovic for Illinois. He's the only player with 3. First one's good. At the line for Illinois, 57-48. Beer Ball, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. Porter liking UConn. Type in the chat who you guys like tonight in this one, UConn or Illinois. Right now, that poll pretty much even, 51. Oof. Yeah, 57-49 currently. We are down to 8 minutes left to play. Eight minutes left to play in regulation, 57-49, as we will head to a quick timeout on the floor. All right, so we're going to head to a timeout. My apologies with the background noise. I have a laptop fan that's been buzzing right now. Yeah, after the tournament, I'm going to see if I can replace my laptop with a different one. Unfortunate that it had to happen around this time. What's good, Rick on the stream? Welcome in from Connecticut. Thanks for joining in. Braylon Mullins leading the way for UConn. He's got 12, 11 by solo ball. Tyrus Reed with 11, alongside 7 rebounds. Silas Demery padding the stat sheet, 5, 8, and 6 for points, rebounds, and assists. (15 by Keaton Wagler, Avicic with 14. A couple of people are going for Illinois out on the stream. Yeah, big difference maker's been the three-point shot making. UConn 11 for 29 from the perimeter. Illinois 4 for 18 from three-point range tonight. Two shots here coming up at the free throw line for UConn. 8 minutes left to go. They made 11 threes. That's tied for the most made threes in NCAA tournament history for the Huskies. Missed free throw, left off the rim short by solo ball as we come back from the timeouts. Multiple players in foul trouble for UConn. 4 by Smith for fouls. Reed, Ryba, and Mullins each with 3. Mirkovic has 3 personal fouls for Illinois. Illinois with a lob. Out to the left block. They back their way inside the key for the Fighting Illini. Right hand hook shot, no good. Left it short. Tyrus Reed controls the defensive rebound off the miss by Tomislav Vesic. UConn with possession. 7.5 left to go. Coming off the screen, Jalen Stewart fires a three off the back rim. No good. Long rebound controlled by Mullins as UConn going to slow it down here, set up their offense once again. New 20 in the shot clock for the Huskies. Silas Demery at the top. Slides it off to Mullins at the left wing. Lob to Reed. 5 of the shot clock. Reed attacks the paint. Soars up and puts it up. No good off the mark. Tipped off the rim. And it will be Illinois basketball. So UConn unable to keep track of that ball off the glass as it will go right back over to the Fighting Illini. Yeah, happy Easter as well. Thanks for joining in, guys. 7 minutes left to play in regulation. And this actually was a foul charge to Demery, so Illinois is shooting their free throws right now. So this is double bonus for Illinois. So there was a foul attached to that over the back violation. Rolled on Silas Demery. So 2 free throws here coming up at the line. Number 13, Tomislav Vesic for Illinois. First free throw by Vesic. That is up. That is good. Second shot here by Vesic. That is good. 57-51. It's only a 6-point game right now with 7 minutes left to go. Kylan Boswell, he's only got 6 points. He averages 13 points per game. So that's one of the guys who's going to have to step up for Illinois remaining part of this game. Got some solid production out of Tomislav Vesic. He's got 16. Keaton Wagler with 15. So those two guys leading the way. David Mirkovic, he's only got 5. And he's a guy who averages around 14. So it's both David Mirkovic and Kylan Boswell, 2 of the starters that's struggling in this game tonight. Yeah, Stojakovic with 7 off the bench for him. And he's another guy. He averages around like 13.5. Baseline dribble. Mullins, turnaround jumper. Huge rejection by Illinois. And UConn tried to pin it off a Fighting Illini player. They missed the pass the wrong way, though, as Illinois collects the steal. Illinois only down by 6. UConn's largest lead. They're up by 14. Top of the key. Driving, attacking, inside the paint, floating up the shot, no good off the back rim, missed by Vesic, rebound, secured by Reed. Huskies with possession. And UConn will burn a timeout. 6:08 left to go in regulation. Dan Hurley down to 2 timeouts remaining. He will take one here as we head over to the timeout. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Once again, my apologies with the background noise behind the stream. My laptop fan right now is acting up. This is the first time that I've ever had on stream ever an issue with my laptop fan. So I have this computer for like 7 years. I'm hoping after the end of this tournament, just going to go out, buy myself a new computer, and transfer it over to that new one. Because this is the first time that I've ever had an issue with a fan. So hoping what I'm going to do, hopefully turn it off for a couple minutes, and then hopefully it goes off on shutdown, and then doesn't come back on, knock on wood, for Arizona, Michigan later tonight, but we'll see what happens. Leading scorers tonight look like this. Braylon Mullins, he's got 12, 11 each by Solo Ball and Terrace Reed. Caravan with 9. Silas Demery padding the stat sheet tonight. 5 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Illinois, 16 by Tomislav Vesic, 15 Keaton Wagler. Everybody else 7 or below. Right now, that poll is pretty much close. 51-49. UConn leads the poll currently. So yeah, after this tournament, I'm hoping to get myself a new laptop, hoping to invest in something else. If anybody's interested in making a donation towards the channel, I'll get that link pinned in the chat. At Behind the Arc, I'm over on PayPal or Venmo. 6-point game, Illinois with a basketball. Right to left on the floor. Keaton Wagler, edge of the midcourt logo. At the wing around the perimeter. Lob got intercepted. Mullins collects the steal. Up the floor. He finds Ross on the outside. Caravan launches the three off the rim. No good. Tipped by Reed. And the rebound gets secured by Wagler for Illinois. Time ticking down off the clock. 5:20 left to go in regulation. Illinois just 1 for 4 in the second half from three-point range. They are struggling 4 for 18 in the game. Keaton Wagler towards his right off the dribble. Finds Tomislava Visic. His three came off the rim short. Offensive rebound. Putback chance. No good. Missed off the mark. Another chance. And he soared up and scored with Stojakovic. Illinois getting their team right back in a 4-point game. 5 minutes left to go. Timeout on the floor. Taken by Illinois. So we are down to 5 minutes even left to go in regulation. Here we come, back from the timeout. 57-53. Both Braylon Mullins and Tyrus Reed have yet to score this entire second half. 0 points for both of them in half number 2 as we come back from the timeouts. 5 minutes left to go. Left to right on the floor for UConn looking for the inbound. Caravan, the inbound passer in the backcourt. He finds Demery. Silas Demery. Crosses the timeline. 10-zip run by Illinois in the last 4.5 minutes. As UConn has struggled to get their offense into gear here. At the wing. Towards his left off the dribble. Demery puts the ball into the hands to Solo Ball. Caravan flings it down low. Finds Reed. Tyrus Reed off the pivot. Scores. Up and then off the window. Good for 2 for Tyrus Reed. Huge basket right there for UConn with Tyrus Reed. His first bucket of the second half. 6-point lead for the Huskies. Illinois with a possession. Wagler at the edge of the midcourt logo. Dribbles up now to the elbow. Sends it on top. Back into the hands to Wagler. Wagler launches the three straight away. No good off the back rim. Rolls to the corner. Saved by Illinois. Flung up into the air to the wrong player. Caravan. Full court outlet pass by the defense. Throw it down with a right-handed flush by Solo Ball. 61-53 may have been the exclamation point tonight if UConn can keep this up as they are down to 4 minutes left to go in the regulation. Back this way inside Akeem Mirkovic. No good off the mark. Tipped around off. It's a rebound by Humrikas. His pass on the outside stolen away by UConn. Up the floor. Illinois got it back. Finding Illini needing something. Down by 8. They're going to slow down tempo here with a possession. Wagler launches the three. Skidded off the rim. Short pinwheels around. Tyrus Reed controls the defensive rebound. Outlet pass ahead of the pack. Solo Ball. Eurostep missed the layup. Back it goes to Illinois. Under 3.5 left to go. Fighting Illini taking a lot of tough shots. Early threes from the perimeter. Contested and missing throughout the course of the night. Illinois, a lot of dribbling around the elbow. Stojakovic outside. Humrikas on a three. He tickles the twine and buries the triple. Ben Humrikas from the perimeter. It's a 5-point game. 3 minutes left to go. UConn with possession. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. What a game we got here. If you hear buzzing in the background, my apologies. My laptop fan going a little bit berserk currently. Top of the free throw circle with Demery. Bounce pass into the hands to Reed. A reach-in foul charge to Illinois. And this will send Terrace Reed to the free throw line. Bonus time coming up for UConn. Under 4 minutes left to play. 61-56, 2:46 left to go in regulation as we head over to the timeout. What a game tonight here. Terrace Reed did not have a single basket until a couple moments ago, where he scored his first basket of the second half. 13 points now by Reed. 13 by Solo Ball, 12 by Mullins. Caravan, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Reed with a double-double. He's got 10 rebounds as well. Silas Demery Jr. padding the stat sheet. 5 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. It's been a two-man show tonight for Illinois. 16 by Tomislava Visic. 15 by Keaton Wagler, but their team struggling from 3. 5 for 22 from the perimeter for Illinois. UConn 11 for 31. Those threes a big difference maker in this game tonight. UConn with only 4 turnovers this entire game. Illinois with 7. $61-56 right now, as we're on the timeout currently on the floor. I've got Arizona in mind to win that one. $61-56. We got 2:46 left to play. I took UConn for this one. $61-56 as we come back from the timeout. UConn over the limit. 10+ fouls second half. Illinois with 8 as a team. 11 made threes by the Huskies. That's tied the school record for most threes in a single game of the NCAA tournaments. UConn came out firing, came out drilling. Braylon Mullins, 3 for 6 from the perimeter. Solo Ball, 3 for 7. 2 for 2 from the perimeter by Jaden Ross with 6 critical bench points. Jalen Stewart buried a 3. Silas Demery, Alex Caravan, each with 1 3 as well. 2 free throws coming back for the timeout here. Or, beg my pardon, 1 and 1 at the free throw line for Terrace Reed. He'll shoot in a 1 and 1 bonus at the free throw line for UConn coming out of the timeout. 59.4% free throw shooter. First one is good. Critical free throw able to go down right there by Reed. Second free throw is good. 63-56. 2:46 left to go on the clock. Illinois down by 7 with possession. Illinois has missed 4 free throws, 17 for 21. UConn is 10 for 11 at the charity stripe. Bounce pass goes out to the elbow. Illinois dribbling up towards the baseline. UConn picks up the personal. Going to send more free throws to the line here coming up, and 2 free throws for Mirkovic at the charity stripe. It was Silas Demery picked up the personal foul. .76% free throw shooter by Mirkovic, shooting 2 at the free throw line. The first shot, that's off the back rim, no good. Second shot by Illinois by Mirkovic around the rim. That goes in. So splitting the free throws at the line, but they have missed 5 shots at the free throw line as a team. All 5 critical right now. Tours making this a 1-point game instead of a 6-point game. Mirkovic, Avicic, that's Tomas Slav, each with 3 personal fouls. Malachi Smith, Silas Demery Jr. just trying to finish off this game, both with 4 for personal fouls. UConn in some severe foul trouble. Reed, Mullins, and Raiba each with 3. 2 lead changes, no ties. Illinois' largest lead by 1. UConn led as many by 14. UConn with the basketball. Bounce pass, low block. Tyrus Reed, 12 on the shot clock. Off the double team. Reed. 8 on the shot clock. And a timeout taken on the floor by Dan Hurley. Dan Hurley burns the timeout with 7 on the... All right, we are going into the timeout. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Both teams now come back from a very quick timeout. 2:08 left to go. There's a 30-second timeout. 10-plus personal fouls in this half by UConn. 8 personal fouls by Illinois. Gosh. Here we go. Underneath the hoop, UConn looking for an inbound right now. My apologies, couple buffers. Losing internet a couple of times before. Going to the rim, no good by Mullins. Tipped off the mark by Reed. Defensive rebound halted by Illinois. 2 minutes left to play. Illinois with possession, down by 6 as they dribble up inside the key. Wagler, bounce pass off to Boswell. Boswell spins out, back to the corner. Kylan Boswell puts the ball into the hands to number 23, Keaton Wagler. As he dribbles out, backs his way inside the key. Wagler goes to the rim, soars up and scores, up and in off the backboard. It's a 4-point game. 63-59, minute 37 left to go. Keaton Wagler getting his team right in it, down by 4. It ain't over till it's over. Timeout on the courts. Illinois going to burn the timeout. What a battle between these two teams. Keaton Wagler works his way up to now 17 in the game, as he is the game leader. .137 left to go. UConn in their backcourt. Caravan. Inbounds in the backcourt off to a solo ball. Bounce past Caravan. That was dangerous underneath. Able to cross the timeline with Demery. UConn in a 2.5-minute plus scoring drought. Down to the final 90 seconds left to go in action. UConn trying to shut the door down on Illinois. Braylon Mullins, edge of the midcourt logo, 12 on the shot clock, into the hands to Demery. Demery, top of the key, flings it off to Reed, top of the free throw circle, hand off Caravan. Caravan sidestep to his left with a 3, no good off the back rim. Huge rebound, control by UConn with a new 20 on the shot clock. That was Silas Demery with a humongous offensive rebound for the Huskies. 1 minute left to go. 10th offensive rebounds as a team tonight. Demery with 9 rebounds. Jumper straight away. Oh, it's good by UConn. Bang, a bang for the perimeter Huskies with a 66-59 lead. Jumper quickly. Wagler buries the triple. Braylon Mullins got the 3 prior to that. Wagler buries in the 3. It's a 4-point game with 43 seconds left to go. Incredible shot making going on here. Mullins coming off the screen, rips in the 3. And then Wagler quickly contested over the top by Demery. Sizzles the 3 right back. 66-62, 43 seconds left to go. And a timeout taken. What a game. Keaton Wagler. One-man show. besides Tomislav Ivicic. That's it. 2 guys double figures. Wagler with 20. The game leader. Tomislav with 16. UConn more balanced. Trio by them tonight. 15 for Braylon Mullins. 15 for Terrace Reed. Alongside 11 rebounds. Solo Ball's got 13. Caravan close to double digits. He's got 9. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. My apologies for the background noise. This is the first stream that I've ever had my laptop fan going crazy on. There's an issue with my laptop fan, and it started this week, so I even took it out on Wednesday to blow it out with an air compressor. Thought that would have helped out. It got like a bunch of dust out, but it didn't help out with getting the fan back to where it was. So I'm gonna look to see if I can invest in a new laptop after the conclusion of the tournament sometime next week. 66-62, 43 seconds left to go. UConn trying to see if they can shut down the door to Illinois. Illinois looking for an incredible comeback in this game. It's going to be UConn ball. UConn in the backcourt. Alex Caravan, he's going to be the inbound passer for the Huskies. Caravan looking for somebody to get open. They have a timeout left to go. He finds Mullins off the inbound of the backcourt. Mullins trapped off a double team. Mullins, you got to get it across the timeline. They do. They find Demery. Demery gets fouled. 36 seconds. Thirty-six seconds left to go. Silas Demery to the free throw line, 1-1 in the bonus. That was the 9th foul charge to Illinois. First shot is good at the line. 5-point advantage for UConn. That's my laptop fan having some issues right now. Second free throw, got the bounce. That is good. 68-62. Yeah, my apologies about that. Illinois out of timeouts. UConn 1 timeout remaining. Inbound to the backcourt for Illinois to cross the timeline as we approach 30 seconds left to go. Wagler on the 3, left off the rim. Short rebound, UConn. And the Huskies will go back to the free throw line with 26.1 left to go. Jaden Ross, the one who collected the defensive rebound, he will head to the free throw line, and he will shoot 2 now in a double bonus. They can smell it. They can taste it. The UConn Huskies going to go back to the national championship game for the 3rd time in 4 seasons. What a culture Dan Hurley has built. First free throw is good. 69-62 UConn. Man, if the women's team for UConn had been able to win yesterday, there would be a lot of people celebrating their free Jordan's furniture. Not the case, though. What happened last night with the women's team losing. Second free throw is missed off the mark. 7-point game final. 20 seconds left to go. Illinois, their threes just weren't enough tonight. That 3 skidded off the rim short, and that's basically this game in a nutshell for Illinois. They tried to save it, hit the baseline out of bounds, and it's going to be UConn ball with 14 seconds left. A dreadful game from 3 for Illinois. Left the Fighting Illini coming up short. 6 for 25 from 3 tonight for Illinois. UConn on point, 12 for 33, the most 3-point shots made in a single NCAA tournament game in program history for the Huskies. 7-point game, final 14 seconds. Inbound foul, Terrace Reed. 13 seconds, we'll head to the free throw line with 2 shots. I plan on being back live for Michigan, Arizona later tonight. Hopefully I'm going to turn it off for a couple minutes, see if it resolves the issue, and then I'll be back live later tonight. Terrace Reed only 59% this season at the free throw line, but in a big game, they were able to bury them all so far tonight by Reed. Double-double machine, been a monster in this tournament, leading his team to the national championship game. First one is good. Second free throw by Reed. Got it. 71-62. Final 13 and a half seconds left to go. UConn going back to the national championship. Illinois in the backcourt. Wagler. 10 seconds remaining. Pull-up jumper. 30-footer off the rim. Short offensive rebound. They dribble back out to the perimeter. Final seconds. Broke it up. Intercepted. UConn going back to the national championship. 71-62, the final score. The Huskies, the third time in 4 straight seasons. Just an incredible culture that Dan Hurley and his Huskies have built, and Alex Caravan's going to play career game 150 on Monday in the national title game against the winner of Arizona versus Michigan coming up. If you guys enjoy the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. What a game out of Terrace Reed. 17 points, 11 rebounds, 15 by Braylon Mullins with 4 main threes, 13 by Solo Ball. Difference maker tonight. UConn, 12 for 33 from the perimeter, 36% from the outside. Most made threes in an NCAA tournament game in program history, and then Illinois crumbled by the three. Just could not find their stroke tonight. 6 for 26 at 23%. Keaton Wagler, 20 points. 16 by Tomislav Ivisic. Everybody else with 9. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, John, Michael Bradley, Joe, Lonely Satellite, Warren, the Naja Player, Norma Kelly, Ogie, Russell, Rydog, Ashley's Fan for Life, All on the Prowl, I Am Ghost, Ian, Edith, SGA Sports Talk, Elaine, Kilo, and Yvonne. I hope to be back live later tonight. I'm going to go see if I can restart this computer, turn it off for a couple minutes, and then I'll be back live in a half an hour from now. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Congratulations to UConn, Dan Hurley, and the Huskies playing again on Monday night as they head back to their third national championship appearance in 4 years. Thanks for joining in, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your night.